Hello and welcome to episode number 17 of the brand new video series 5 Lessons Learned, brought to you by BookThinkers, where each and every week I'm going to discuss the top 5 lessons learned from a book that I've read and loved. This week we're going to cover Principles by Ray Dalio. This was an amazing read. I had such a fun time reading it. And I think before we actually jump into the lesson content, it's important to note that this book has so many more than just 5 lessons. This is seriously packed with so much information. So without further ado, we'll jump into lesson number 1, but we hope you check it out. For lesson number 1, we are going to define principles. In Ray's definition, principles are fundamental truths that serve as the foundations for behavior that gets us exactly what we want out of life. So you can take a set of principles and you can apply them in all these different areas of your life, sort of as shortcuts for how to make the best decision. You apply these principles, you increase your opportunity for success, and overall you have a better life. So it's super important to know what are your principles. We'll learn a little bit more about how to choose them in later lessons. Lesson number 2 is about building your collection. What's phenomenal about principles is that they are universal, meaning they're based off of cause and effect relationships and anyone can apply them. There's only a certain number, so what you have to do as an individual is pick and choose your own unique set of principles. Now, I love reading about successful people like Ray because now I can add some of his principles into my own personal tool belt, and when I go to make a decision, I can say, what would Ray do in this situation? What would Steve Jobs think about this? What would Einstein think about this? What would Gandhi think about this? There are so many influential people out there that all have such different principles. You can apply them to different situations in order to get the most successful outcome based off what you're doing. So that's lesson number 2, building your collection. Lesson number 3 is to embrace reality and deal with it. This is the most important thing in Ray's eyes. Now, he views life as a game where each problem is a puzzle. And when you solve that puzzle, when you solve that problem, you earn a principle in the form of a gem, where that gem allows you to avoid that problem in the future because you already know the solution, right? So as you collect more gems, you become more efficient at solving problems in the real world. And as you continue to solve problems, you continue to succeed, you can play in higher levels, with higher stakes, you can have better outcomes. So continue to view life as a game. Each and every time you earn one of these gems, you can now avoid a problem. And when you avoid those problems, you increase your chances of success. You keep building it up, you keep building up your tool belt, upgrading your tool belt, playing life as if it was a video game, and just succeeding at life overall. Lesson number 4 is that a major step in personal growth is learning the ability to properly identify problems. So many times people get their problems wrong, and that's why they can't fix anything or progress forward in their life. I'll give you an example of this. Oftentimes people say to me, hey, I don't get enough sleep. And I think this is such baloney. You think that's a major problem. No. The major problem is that you value TV over your personal health. The reason that you don't get enough sleep is that you're unorganized and you're doing work at night, or that you can't properly deal with stress and try to fix things in your head before you go to sleep at night. That's your issue. So try to find the root cause. Try to find what's causing that problem. Oftentimes, that's your real problem. That gives you a stepping stone towards defeating the issue at hand, right? Don't try to diagnose the symptom. Look at the symptom and find the real problem. That's lesson number 4, properly identify problems. Lesson number 5 is about being radically open-minded. If you don't know that you're wrong, or you don't know that your approach to something won't give you the best possible outcome, you're doing yourself a disservice. Oftentimes people think other groups of people are inferior, or they're not smart enough. They're not as smart as you are. And because of that, you push people out. You won't even hear what they have to say. You see this in political arenas all the time. People won't even tolerate the other side's opinion. This is crazy because People don't realize that understanding the opposition's information, understanding how they're approaching a situation, doesn't give you any less freedom. You need to take in as much information as you can in order to make the best decision possible for you. So don't push people out, don't ignore people, be radically open-minded and excited to hear what other people have to say. If you've made it this far, thank you so much, and we hope you've enjoyed the top 5 lessons today on Principles by Ray Dalio. This was an amazing read by an amazing human being. I've learned so much, and I think that you will as well. It's definitely worth your time. If there's a book that you'd like to see us review as well, please let us know. You can DM us, you can message us, you can comment, just drop a link, you can send it to us. Let us know what you think. We'll absolutely check it out. Go out there, read, retain, share, grow, and we hope to see you soon. Bye.